Hello. Let's do a who's which teams are potentially going to be upset this week. Let's look. Okay, we saw that the 49ers and the refs upset the Rams, with the refs allowing the offensive line of the 49ers to hold the pass rushers of the Rams. So we got an upset in this game because we needed to have a certain point spread so Vegas would make money. In the next game, we have the Vikings at the Browns. This is a potential upset spot. I think are the Vikings the favorites in this game? I'm assuming the Vikings are the favorites since they're in where are they in the United Kingdom? Is this where this game's taking place? I would think the Vikings are the favorite. I would rank this as a possible upset, but I think the Vikings win this game. I think they're at least going to win one overseas, and the Browns defense does worry me because I think I heard that the offensive line of the Vikings are having problems trying to stop the pass rush. But I do think the Vikings pull this one out. It might be pretty close, but I still got the Vikings in that game. The Texans and the Ravens. The Ravens are the favorite in this game. I would put this highly on an upset because I think the Texans can go in there and win. I think the Texans' defense is strong enough to cause problems to the Ravens. And I think the Ravens' defense is kind of crappy, and I can see the Texans, even with the Texans' offense being very suspect, I think they can move the ball on a really crappy Ravens defense. I'm not impressed by the Ravens defense. And I think it's supposed to be Cooper Rush starting for the Ravens, which makes me think the Texans should win this game. And I would be even shocked if Texans put up 7 points or a touchdown score or higher. I just think that I think the Texans are going to win this game. And it would be an upset because I'm pretty sure I think the Ravens are a 7-point favorite. The Ravens are something ridiculous. Like I don't know why the Ravens are favored so much when we see a lot of problems with the Ravens right now. And I'm going to take the better defense. I think the defense travels normally, and I think the Texans are going to win this game on the road. Next game we have is Miami Dolphins at the Carolina Panthers. I don't know who's the favorite in this game. I'd assume maybe the Panthers because they're at home. I think they might be the favorite team. I would go with strong upset alert. I think the Dolphins' offense is still pretty powerful, even without Tyreek. They still got Waddle, and they got the other guy they got going last week. I think if the Dolphins really try to push for the run game, that's going to help open up the pass. Some people say if you do the pass, it opens up the run. Either way, I think the Dolphins are going to be able to score points on this Carolina Panthers team. Though, keep in mind the Carolina Panthers' only win this year is a blowout win against their divisional opponent, the Falcons, who they know very well. Other than that, the Panthers haven't looked too great. They have been competitive in games, but they're coming out with losses normally. Actually, last week they got blown out by the Patriots. And sometimes teams bounce back from that, but I think the Dolphins win this game, so I'm going to go with the upset. And the next game we have the Las Vegas Raiders and Indianapolis Colts. I don't see an upset happen in this game. I think Indianapolis is going to win this game. Technically, Indianapolis probably should be 4-0. I know you are what your record is, but why did that idiot throw a football down at the 1 yard line? Why do players do that? It keeps happening, and I don't understand it. It almost makes the game look rigged. And some people in the comments section say the game is rigged, the game is scripted. Players are behind it too, and they point to stuff like that, saying, why is this fucking idiot throwing a football at the 1 yard line when all he has to do is get a touchdown? And that's the question I asked, too. I said, what the hell's wrong with some of these players? But maybe they're just cocky and they think they're past the goal line. I don't know. But yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe shit is rigged, and some of the players might be a part of it, or all of them might be part of it, because some people say they all have to be part of it. Who knows? The players know. That's for sure. The New York Giants at the Saints. This is a strong upset alert. I do think the Giants pull the upset off. I think it's going to be a very close game because it's hard to play in New Orleans. But for some reason, I think the Giants are going to win by a field goal. I think it's going to be a tight contest, and I think for some reason, Jackson Dart, I think he'll have a game-winning drive, and it'll probably be by a field goal because I think that's all they'll have to win by. This game could potentially even go to overtime. It's going to be very close. It's going to be a very close game. These two teams mirror each other are mirror images of each other. This could be the Saints' first and only win this season. That's very possible, and they are favored too. And this is probably their only opponent that they could actually potentially beat. But for some reason, I'm feeling the Giants right now. Maybe it's and despite the fact that their best wide receiver went out or something like that, I just feel like the Giants got some mojo going right now. And I think they win in a tight contest. I think it's by a field goal. I don't know if we'll go to overtime, but that's a possibility. But I still have the Giants winning by a field goal. The next game we have is the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Jets. This is a potential upset, but I do have Dallas Cowboys. I keep going back and forth this game, thinking like, could this be the Jets' first and probably one of the few wins they get this season? And then I think no. I think the Cowboys should be able to go on the road and win this game. I have more faith in Dak Prescott. I know statistically he's the way better quarterback than Justin Fields. Justin Fields is not a good passing quarterback. He's a good running back that plays as quarterback. No offense, Jets fans, but you guys got to find yourself a quarterback. You don't have a quarterback. I'm going to take the better quarterback in this game. Both teams' defenses are terrible. And Joe Beningo, I don't know, you guys might know who he is, like that. He was a talk show radio host that was he's a big Jets fan. Even he doesn't believe in his Jets in this game. He just thinks Dallas fans are going to take over the stadium, and he thinks that the Cowboys are going to win. And I agree with him. I think that the Cowboys are they're the better team. They had the better quarterback. They have probably some of the receiving weapons too. I know that they have Ferguson, and they got who else they got? They got some other people. They have other receivers that are pretty talented on the Dallas Cowboys that don't get the credit they deserve. Everybody keeps saying CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver. Don't get me wrong, but the Cowboys have other weapons. They're very powerful on offense. Their defense sucks ass. The Cowboys' passing defense is pretty bad. Cowboys can stop the run to some degree, but their passing defense is just really disgusting. Both their defenses for both these teams are terrible. So I'm going to take the team that I think has the better overall offense, and I think that's Dallas. I think mainly because I trust Dak Prescott over Justin Fields. So I think this is actually I'll put it. I don't know if it's high. Did I say high? I don't know. I would say it's mild. It's very small chance that Jets could pull the upset off, but I don't even know who's favored this game. I think Dallas probably is because everybody knows Dallas has the better offense, and the defenses both these teams stink. The next game we have is the Denver Broncos at the Philadelphia Eagles. I give this upset a very small chance of happening because I think the Eagles are a better version of the Broncos, a much better version of the Broncos because the Eagles have a much better offense. People keep talking about the Denver Broncos offense from last week, but they forgot who they were playing. They were playing the crappy Bengals who have been giving out points to everybody. The Minnesota Vikings completely embarrassed the Minnesota Vikings completely embarrassed the Cincinnati Bengals. And somebody else did too, and then the Denver Broncos did last week. That doesn't mean the Denver Broncos just magically have a great offense now. I think they still have some offensive woes. The best asset of the Broncos is their defense. Their defense is strong. So is the Eagles' defense. The Eagles' defense is strong. The Eagles definitely have a better overall offense. We would take Jalen Hurts over Bobo Dix. Bobo Dix, whatever you want to call him. His name's Bo Nix. Okay, yeah, his name's Bo Nix. Let me stop being a jerk. But yeah, Jalen Hurts is better, but we'll give that to Jalen Hurts. The receiving core in the Eagles, they got A.J. Brown, they got Smith, they got Saquon Barkley. They got all types of weapons on the offense for the Eagles. The Eagles are the better rounded team. They should win this game. It is at home in Philadelphia. I think the Eagles win this game. I don't see an upset happening. But yeah, let's move on. Next game we have is the Tennessee Titans at the Arizona Cardinals. I would give this a very small chance of happening, even though I think the Cardinals are mid, but I think the Titans are blah. Titans are blah. And Titans fans even are saying that they're really unimpressed by their team this year. It's really bad. I don't think Cardinals are anything great, but I think this is a game they should win. They're in Arizona, and I think they are the better team, personally. The Titans just not clicking well. I don't know if it's the coach, and some people say it is the head coach, but there might be a bunch of different coaching spots just not gelling with the team. I don't think the players are all terrible on the Titans. I think there's talent on the Titans. There's talent on every team, but coaching can play a factor on why a team isn't succeeding. And yeah, maybe the head coach is gone for the Titans after this year. I don't know. The Titans fans said they want him gone, so I'm expecting he's probably gone. But it might be some other positions like defensive coordinator, offensive coordinators, other spots. But yeah, I got the Cardinals in this game. Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seahawks. With all the injuries on the Buccaneers, I'm almost tempted to go. I might actually switch it back to Seattle. I don't know if I should or not. I don't really like changing my picks because then I feel like a dumbass if it goes the other way. But Bucky Irving is not expected to play in this game, and that really makes me think that Seattle's probably going to win this game. I think I might be. I might be going. I might have to go to Seattle. I might have to pick Seattle. It's just the Buccaneers are way too banged up, and we roughed them up pretty much. We banged them up a little bit more. They were already pretty banged up, but I think we might have banged them up a little bit more. Got really physical with them, and I think this is a beaten up Buccaneers team going into Seattle. I think Buccaneers are about to go 3-2, and Seattle's about to go 4-1. I think I am changing my pick. Yeah, I'm officially going to change my pick. I'm going to Seattle. The Buccaneers are too banged up. They're too banged up. I mean, like, if these two teams were at full strength, I would definitely favor the Buccaneers a little bit more. But I think that the injuries and they just had a really physical game against my Eagles. I think, and this is in Seattle. If this was in Tampa Bay, maybe Tampa, but I think I'm leaning towards Seattle now. Yeah, I don't see an upset happening. I think Seattle is the favorite in this game, and I'm switching my pick. I'm gonna have to make another video. I don't know. I got to make another video. I normally don't like changing my picks, but the Buccaneers team just seems a little too unhealthy, and they just played a physical game against my Eagles. Yeah, I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go with Seattle in this game. I think I changed my pick. And I do like Baker and the Buccaneers, but I just think that there's something. I think this is one of the. I think it's a bad game to have right after playing my Eagles. That's two really tough games in a row for them. I mean, they've had a lot of tough games. Actually, I think all their games have been tough because they had to come back and almost all their games this season. Like most of their games, they came back. They came back against who were they playing? Was it the Redskins? No, who were they playing? They played against somebody where they had to come back to win. I forget who that was, but there was a couple of games they had to come back, I believe. Anyways, next game we have the Detroit Lions at the Bengals. No upset alert, no 0% chance. The Bengals are dookie. Everybody scores a bunch of points on the Bengals. The Bengals are dookie. They're going to get doo-dooed all on by the Lions. The Lions are going to show that we're a tougher animal, and we're a tougher team, and we're going to beat you behind. There's no Joey Burrow. There's no Joseph Burrow. They got the Browning guy, the doo-doo quarterback, and all that. The Bengals are not good. Next game we have is the Washington Redskins at the Los Angeles Chargers. Very tough game to pick. Are the Chargers favored in this game? I think there's a high chance the Redskins upset. Both teams lost last week. Jaden Daniels is expected to play in this game. I don't know if he's going to be able to be. I don't know how well he's going to be able to move around and stuff like that. But he's a pretty great passing quarterback too. People forget that he doesn't really need his legs. I mean, it helps in games when you're to get the extra yards you need to get the first downs and stuff like that. But I kind of think that I don't know, he might have to move. I don't know. Maybe I don't know the whole O-line situation with the Redskins. I don't know if he has to move because they might not protect him enough. I don't really know, but I see the Redskins upset in this game personally. So I give a high chance of an upset if the Chargers are indeed the favorite in this game. I'm assuming they are because they're at home and they got the better record. But I think these teams are very close in skill sets. I think what hurts the Chargers a lot is that I heard that a lot of their offensive linemen are down. The guys are protecting Justin Herbert. That's a big deal. So I think the upset's big in this one, and I would go with the Redskins personally. Next game, we have the Patriots and the Bills. There's a chance of an upset, but I don't really see it personally. Some people are saying they're hyping the Patriots big time. They're saying the Patriots they're back, baby. They're back. It's like Tom Brady's the quarterback again now with what's his name or something like that. What's the quarterback of the Patriots now? I don't even know what the quarterback's name is, but I know who the quarterback of the Bills is because they're legendary and they're going to beat the Patriots. And his name is Josh Allen. So what's the quarterback of the Patriots? I don't know his name. He's sure the hell isn't Tom Brady. But now we're making a big deal because they beat the Carolina Panthers last week. Carolina who only beat The Falcons? That Carolina that can only beat the teams in their division and nobody else? That Carolina? Is that who you're talking about? Oh, that Carolina? Oh, yeah, okay. We'll see what happens. You Patriots think you're going to go into Buffalo and win? I don't see that happening. I don't see how that scenario happens. Josh Allen is not going to let that happen. He's going to whoop your behind. No, really, it's probably going to be a competitive game, but at the same time, I'd still see the Bills winning at least by a touchdown. Yeah, okay. I got the Bills. I don't see the upset happening in this game. Some people see it. Next game we have is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jaguars. Who's the favorite in this game? I don't even know who the favorite is in this game. Is it? I would, despite the Chiefs having a 2-2 record and the Jaguars having 3-1, you can't always say by the records because some teams have tougher schedules. I would say the Chiefs would be the favorites in this game. It doesn't really matter who the favorite is in this game because honestly, the upset could happen either way. Like the team that's not favored could win. This is going to be a very competitive game, but I got the Chiefs personally. I don't know if the Chiefs are the favorite though. I'm assuming the Chiefs probably are the favorite, though I don't know because I could see them giving the Jaguars a 3-point home field advantage because they think these teams are pretty close. Jaguars, I think I heard they have a pretty good solid defense, but the Chiefs are starting to click on the offensive side of the ball. They really embarrassed the really probably bad, terrible defense of the Ravens. So maybe they don't put up as many points against the Jaguars' defense. This could be a more of a like a 20-23 game, very close game. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs personally. But yeah, anyways, that's it. I don't know if an upset's going to happen because I don't know who's favored in this game.